So have you got into to try it on since you picked it up now? Like, did you get to try it on when you picked it up or something?
Yes. So you try
Okay,
it on when I picked it up.
that's good.
And then I still need to September. Yeah. So I need to, but they told me it would take 6 months to get the dress. Well, it took 4. And then they told me it would take 6 months to get the
Were you just as happy with it when you went to pick it up? That's awesome. That's fun. All right, we'll go ahead and get started here. Be up. And backwards. What are the colors that we're going for the wedding? Oh, that'll look good. That'll look nice in the fall too. And then figure 8, sage and purple. Nice. Oh, that's fun. So today, our whole thing is about tummy time. So we're working the tummy today. Hands up overhead. Side. Inside. Very good. Back down. And up. Side. Inside. Very good. Don't worry. We have a whole workout about doing that one move, so you'll be all right. Down, sweeping the ground here. Yeah, there you go. Just stretching out the hamstring is the big thing that we're going for here. So did you do anything fun with the long weekend? Oh, you did? Is it one that we were talking about? And some people had bad feelings about it. Some people didn't. Don't lump me in with that. I did not say I had a bad feeling. You asked, do you have a bad feeling? And I said no. Good. Hands on kind of the small of your back, almost right onto your butt. And then just supporting yourself as we do some around the worlds here. Yeah, the beginning part is hard. Now go the other way with your roundabouts. Yeah, it's hard because you're like, how's this fit in our budget and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, can you not tell me this? You can be out there with your cows grazing. Side to side lunges now. Do you have one of those things where like you can get the app that like tracks your driving for 90 days or 120 days where it'll adjust your plan based off of that? Yeah, you can do it through them. Yep, we did. Yeah, that one is. And then there's another one where, yeah, you get this like safe driver app, which, by the way, it will destroy your battery because it's just constantly tracking your location. So you just leave your phone plugged in the car. But they track like what hours you drive, how fast you start or stop. It's not about speed over time. It's just like accelerations, decelerations. And then the other one is you have to have a certain number of mileage. So, yeah, exactly. But Caroline was struggling because she like drives a mile to work and a mile back. So like she would have to actually drive us places so that way she could get enough miles. Last one here, just a lunge straight out with our sword. But you can also like, so you have to go on and claim them. So if you know that's like, that was not good, Because honestly, you would do really well because most of your driving is highway. But like Caroline's at the beginning was actually kind of worse because she does so much more like stopping at stop signs and stoplights and stuff. So it looks like she's starting and stopping, well, she is starting and stopping a lot more. But it looks like she has a lot more acceleration, deceleration stuff. So if you know that is a thing, but you're like, no, I got my mileage covered because I'm on the highway, you just only track your highway stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you would need to like track your way to work, but nothing else. So the first one, that would... The app's like, how do you ever get home? You only drive at noon. The first one is back bend. So you're welcome to use your weight, or if you feel like your weight's too much, you're welcome to not. But you're going overhead again. You're going back, side, side, back to neutral. Back to the side, back to center, back to the other side, back to center. Okay? This should not feel like it's absolutely torquing on your low back. Like for me, that was a little heavy. So I either need to pull in my hands when I go to move, so I shorten that lever, or I need to drop my weight. Then we're going to go a side bend. So you're going to keep that weight here. We've done these before, but we're going to add a twist today. So the twist is that we're going to have our foot off the ground. You're side bending back up. I clearly dropped my foot. Side bend down, keep your balance. Side bend up, maybe a little bit past neutral. Down and up. Then we'll switch to the other side. It's a pregnancy thing. It's okay. That's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it. But it's exacerbated by pregnancy, so yeah. Well, don't blame the baby. It's the endocrine system. We'll blame the endocrine system. Then we're going to go into some walkouts. So these are just like when we spread our feet apart and walk our hands out, but we're really drawing from the tummy this time. So you're going to be on your knees, feet off the ground if you can, walking your hands out. You don't have to get super far. It doesn't have to be into a push-up. Your hands stay centered. Draw in that belly button. Pull your hands back in, okay? So the thing I don't want to see is I don't want to see you here like pushing yourself back. We want to see out. Draw that belly button in just like we did a few weeks ago. I don't know if you were here, Kendra. I know you were here when we were doing those cats and cows. Pull that belly button in. That's what shortens everything. Then we're going into a kneeling press. So a tall kneel here. Taking your hands. Keep that belly nice and tight here. Pressing up overhead. Pulling back down. Pressing up overhead. Lowering it back down. And the last one are some bird dogs. So those, we've all done these before probably, but you're on all fours, keeping those hips nice and flat. That can be controlled a lot by that belly button again. So straight line, you should see almost a straight line from my thumb all the way to my heel. If you're like trying to arch your back, we don't care about that. That's going too far. So do 4 or 5 on one side, switch to the other, left arm, right leg, and then we'll be done. So just like that's, the side bends will do 30 seconds of one and then 30 seconds of the other. The bird dogs we're just doing 4 or 5, switch, 4 or 5, switch until 30 seconds is done. Questions, comments, or concerns? Excellent. That either means everyone is equally confused or I did that great of a job explaining it. We'll just go ahead and agree that it's everyone's that confused. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Don't worry. And I would never be that full of myself to expect that people get what I say on the first try. I barely do, so. Okay. I should probably start my watch. Otherwise, we'll be doing this move for a while. On your mark, get set. Hands overhead. Bending back. Bending to the side. Bending to the other side. Very good. In between, come back to neutral. And just get your core back under you. Like I said, this is all about getting that core involved. Getting a little bit more motion where we kind of cut down on our motion throughout the day of sitting or as your belly begins to grow. and those tissues don't really know what's going on. They need a little bit of mobility. Very good. Now, up onto one foot, same hand. Side bend down towards that knee and pick it up. Very good. Get that knee as stable as you can in the front. It doesn't have to be super high, but just try not to let it wobble as best you can. If you need it to balance, that's just fine. Very good. Switch to the other side now. No, as long we're just trying to get that leg that's off the ground nice and stable. So it doesn't matter where it is. Yeah, you could have it behind you if that feels like it's easier. In front of you is probably a little bit more dynamic as far as like it's asking a lot more of your tummy there. But, yep. And then get that nice side bend back up. So try and get those shoulders tipping to the side. There you go. Excellent. Now onto your knees. Take that weight with you because you're going to need it in a second. Feet off the ground. Walk those hands out, not too far. Pull the belly in. Back up. Out. In. Remember, we want to keep that back nice and flat as we get out. And we don't want to be shoving ourselves back up with our arms. No, that's just fine. You're not supposed to be able to go very far. You are good to be able to like walk your hands 2 little walks and then back up. That is just fine. Very good. Now into a tall kneel. Grab that weight again. Pressing up overhead. Keep those glutes forward. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Yeah, there you go. Good job, Kendra. That looks good. And then back down. Just to the chest. Back up. Make sure as you press up, you're not arching that back. Everything is all about control of the tummy today and engaging the tummy. That is why it is called tummy time today. You like my little play on words there, Sarah? And then onto all fours for the bird dogs now. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Get it nice and high. Just try to keep that back nice and flat. So as you get to the top, it's okay to have that natural arch to your back, but we shouldn't be like hinging the back, trying to get at that foot or that shoulder a little bit higher. If you haven't already, go ahead and switch. There you go. Get that heel nice and high. Really contract the glute and the hamstring at the top. Very good. And you're done. Excellent. 1 of 3 rounds. Now everybody's going to click on my YouTube video about tummy time, and it's not going to be tummy time. They're going to be like, oh, we're learning about babies. Nope, not it. Close, but very far away all at the same time. Oh, yeah? How old are they now? Oh, wow, very young. I'm going to break it. I feel like it's different when it's yours, though. Like, you always go visit kids or something, and the parents just grab them from you, and you're like, don't touch it. Like, yeah. And then in a few weeks when you have a baby, like it's going to be just like that for you. Several weeks. See, just a couple. That's not that many. I am right. Get set, back bends. Again, this one is not about a whole bunch of movement. It's just about getting a little bit of change to the muscles of the belly. Me, probably because my back doesn't move very well. So should I be? Probably not. Am I? Probably. It's okay to move your hips, but we really want to just be stretching that belly. Very good. Up onto one foot for those side bends. This time, really try and drop those shoulders towards the knee and back up. Straight down the side of your body. Don't fall over. If you do, it's just fine. Just get your balance back. Goodness, Kendra, what am I doing this round? Struggling. There we go. And switch to the other side. As you come up, really focus on that outside part of your abs, pulling you back up. If you feel like you're going forward a little bit with your weight, focus on just dragging it right down the side of your thigh. There we go, Kendra. Way to make me feel included there. Lose your balance just for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Doesn't go unnoticed. Very good. Onto the ground for those walkouts. Out. Pull the belly in. And then back in. Make sure as you come in, you're not just holding your breath the whole time. I know it's hard to pull that belly button in, but get out here, take a moment to pause, pull the belly button in so you know you're doing it really well. And then walk yourself back out. Excellent. 2 more. Very good. Up into that tall kneel now. Grabbing that weight. Pressing overhead. And back down. You should feel your belly button engaged the whole time here. Almost like you're lifting a bowl of water with your belly. Like you're kind of sucking everything up and in a little bit. Where is your sister-in-law? Where did you have to go? Really? That far? Yeah. And then onto all fours. Last one. Bird dog's here. So that would explain why you haven't been to see him yet. Y'all live on the edge of country. They live in the country. Good. Go ahead and switch after that 4 or 5, remember. I know I've been putting emphasis on your legs, but also don't forget about that shoulder, getting it nice and high, but controlling it. Shoulder blade back and down. And done. Excellent job. One more round of them. That was good. Went snowshoeing. Finished just in the blues. Not very far. We just walked around for a few minutes. And that was that. She didn't go. She was working. So we just took the dogs out. Got them running around for a bit. We just walked up a snow road there where everybody goes snowmobiling and stuff. Trying to think. Oh, and then we did some like house project-y things. So basically now, so we like put all the base up on the walls and finished all that kind of stuff, and then like hung some lights and rehooked up the washer and dryer, like the finishing things. So yeah, we're pretty much done now. Bought a couch, bought a recliner, all the things. Yeah. So, yeah. So we did a good many things, but it was a lot of here and there stuff, like a lot of all over the place. Went to Waffles and more. How much better could your day get than that? Have you ever been? Oh. Hey, Mark, gets that last one. Here you go. Yeah. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Really? Yes. That's the perfect way to put it. Caroline was telling me that she saw on Facebook that evidently they used to do M&M waffles at Waffles and More, and they don't do that anymore. And so this family took their kid there, and their kid wanted a M&M waffle. Well, they're like, we don't have that. Well, the waiter went next door to the gas station, bought M&Ms, and took them back there. It's like, that is awesome. All right, into side pins here. Like, now that is worthy of a tip. Like that just made someone's day right there. And made the parents' whole weekend. Oh yeah? Switch to the other side. You should have, like, whatever grade y'all decide to come down to go to your sister-in-law, you should have let him just bike all the way down it. Speed is what keeps a speed is what keeps a bike upright, right? Like, has he gotten the pedaling down yet? Okay. Can he stay on it like with training wheels? Do y'all have training wheels on it? Oh yeah, okay. Onto the ground now. Okay, that explains it. That's what I was trying to figure out. Does he understand the pedaling, or is he like just tipping over? Walking those hands out, pulling that belly in. Does he understand that there's going to be another one of him soon? Yeah, really understand. But that'd be like right at 2. Maybe don't build up his birthday too much this year. Up into a tall kneel. Squeezing those hips under you here. Yeah, maybe just be like, yeah, your birthday's coming up in like 3 weeks. You need them to be like 6 or 7 before they can understand numbers. That's funny. And on to all fours, final move of the day. Get that back nice and flat. Keep that core nice and tight throughout this one. Switch to the other side. It's the bike's fault that he falls. Do y'all have like a paved driveway or anything that he can actually practice in, or it's hard? And I see kids at the middle school all the time learning to ride their bikes. Like, that's a good place, you know. Is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know anything about that. Where's the movie theater? Oh, that area. Yes. Because there's that one like downtown, but yeah. Okay, I know where you are. Okay. Really? Interesting. Because there's that one kind of downtown Pullman with all like the baseball fields and stuff. Not really. You can take them to the skate park and it's like either sink or swim there. So knees out nice and wide here. We're up. We're sinking back with our butt towards our heels here. There you go. Now walk your hands to the left. Really stretching down the side here. On Thursday, we'll do a good bit of like mobility things. Walk your hands back to the right now. So we'll still have some workout clearly to it. But it'll also have some, we're doing like a preparing for baby day. So it'll be about like the hips mostly. Do some monster walks, some side steps, and then some hip mobility type things. Up into a crisscross sit. Very good. Go ahead and add a twist here. We're going to... Yeah, that's just fine. Yeah, anything where you're seated like this. Very good. Now you're going to take your right hand and you're going to reach overhead. We're keeping the tummy mobility aspect through the cool down here. Switch to the other side. Very good. Last thing, feet straight out in front of you. Bring one in and reaching for that toe. I'm glad we could make you happy, sir. Kendra and I were just talking about that before you showed up. How could we make Sarah happy today? That was our goal of the day. And Kendra was like, she really likes that one cool down stretch that we do. And switch to the other side. Yeah. Good job, Kendra. This is a great idea you had. You think I'm kidding, Sarah? It's like Secret Santa all over again. You never know if it's truthful or a lie. Awesome. Oh, that is what I have for you today. Like I said, Thursday will be all about hips and mobility of the hips as well. And then we'll see what next week has in store.